Let's move on to another darling in the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings, who last year, J.J. McCarthy could have been the QB number one, and then a freak meniscus injury took him out for the entire season, leading Sam Darnold to be the week one starting quarterback. Somehow starting 5-0, looking the best of his career. A couple of not bad losses, but they lost to Detroit in Minnesota. It was a very good game, came all the way down to the end, and the missed face mask call in Los Angeles against the Rams on Thursday Night Football. And then with the everything on the line, Week 18 could be the number one seed in the NFC. They fell short, and then they had to go to Arizona to play the Rams because of the wildfires that were happening in and around Los Angeles. They got absolutely curb stomped. Jared Verse with the meme of the flying headbutt. It was not the result that they wanted for the postseason, but this man here is looking to be the heir to the throne, the third different quarterback to start week one. J.J. McCarthy is looking to be the man that he was at Michigan. Hopefully that the Vikings fans are looking to get. And we move to the offense, where just like the Bears, they revamped their offensive line as well. Ryan Kelly comes in from the Colts. They released their center, who ended up going to the Patriots. Will Fries also comes in from the Colts as right guard. Donovan Jackson, first-round pick. Jordan Addison, it came down 3-game suspension due to the DUI that he had a couple of years ago out in California. So this opens the door here for Tim Jones, Rondale Moore, Ty Felton, go Terps, and also Jalen Naylor to be the complimentary number 2 piece besides Justin Jefferson. It's also come out of camp that Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason are going to be split in carry, so maybe a 50-50 down the line there in the backfield. So for fantasy people, cover your ears and close your eyes. I don't know what you want to take with that, but Aaron Jones having a little bit of a career renaissance last year with the Minnesota Vikings, and Jordan Mason was really holding it down there for the San Francisco 49ers amid the Christian McCaffrey injury. Colton, I did receive a text, and it was a middle finger for Colton. A Packers fan. I'm not lying. I am not lying whatsoever.
Love that.
Like I said, I'm not here to shit on the Packers. I'm just telling you how it is. I just think they're very bland, and I think that's the worst part, because we give the Packers a bad rap. They're very bland. I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, the best description of them in the AFC is the fucking Steelers. They're both bland. I don't know what to tell you. Do something to spice it up. Maybe I'll talk a little nicer about your teams. I don't know what to tell you. But I got to tell you, I'm super excited to watch J.J. McCarthy this season.
Well, we knew you would be.
Ha, ha, ha. Everyone's shitting on the Michigan guy. That's fine by me. I don't care. He's a fucking national champion. Give me that shit, JJ.
Didn't say anything. I just said you knew you would.
Congratulations. Again, I think his fiance is pregnant, so congratulations to the McCarthys. But this is exactly, as a Michigan fan, I wanted him to go to the Giants so I can see him up close with my parents having season tickets. But then the other part of me was like, they're garbage, and they don't have any weapons or any foundation built for him. He's going to suck. And I'm going to see, I told you. This is what I told you he's going to be. He's going to be an ass quarterback. Fuck the New York media. Fuck the Giants. I'm super happy he's in Minnesota, a place where he's not going to get all the media attention. He's got a halfway decent offensive line. He's got 2 weapons in Jefferson and Hawkinson. He will have 3 eventually with Addison if he learns how to drive and not drink while he's doing it. Aaron Jones had a really good season for the Vikings as well in a bounce back campaign. I'm very excited to watch J.J. McCarthy play football this season. If I am not saying that enough, I think he got shit on in college for a pro system that wanted to run the football. But when Michigan needed J.J. McCarthy most, he delivered in the clutch and delivered big win after big win. So I'm a huge J.J. McCarthy fan. I don't know what to tell folks. I think he's going to have a great season. I see Jake down there just laughing inside, and I think he's waiting for the moment with McCarthy with an egg on his face. Sadly, you're going to have to keep waiting. I think J.J. McCarthy proves that he's going to be a legitimate NFL quarterback because he's in a very good situation instead of going to a shit show like the New York Giants would have been for him.
Listen, I didn't make the joke. Dom did.
No, you didn't.
I think the Jets would have been a worse pick. At least the Giants can be a little bit competent. The Jets is just like it's quarterback purgatory.
You said Colton said that congratulations on his wife. She's pregnant. I was like, well, that's one completed pass. But you didn't hear it, Jake. That's what we were laughing at. No, genuinely, I think this is actually a pretty solid setup team. I think this is.
Did he have the signs beforehand on that one too?
Yeah, well, that was funny. But yeah, I think this is genuinely like a nicely set up team. The keys are in his hands. That's it. Like you either pass or fail here. That's it. It's up to you, man. That's either you're good or you're bad. This is your time to show it because I think this is, like you said, he's got the weapons. He's got a decent running game. This offensive line, I think, is fine. It's a team that was very successful last year. Now, 14-3 is crazy expectations. I don't think they hit that. But, dude, if you get double-digit wins with this team, I think you're fine. I don't think you're amazing. Unless you're like 14-3, because if Sam Darnold's doing that, that's crazy.
If Sam Darnold could do it, I think JJ McCarthy can do it. Like
you would think.
Kevin O'Connell's the quarterback whisperer, so it's like look at Kirk Cousins' first year. Like Kirk Cousins was fantastic under him, and then obviously the Achilles and all that stuff. The Pasternak came out. Josh Dobbs looked amazing. Like
the team's set up, man. The ball is in your court. Like. You can't ask for, Caleb Williams came into the Bears last year and we were like, damn, they really brought him all these weapons, blah, blah, blah. And that fell on its face real hard. So, like, here we are, ball's in your court. Let's see what you do with it. I think that's ultimately just it. If he's good, he's going to be good with this team. If he's not ready, he's not good, then, well, I think we'll see that. But it's, testing time. Here we are.
This offensive line, I think, can be competing with the Eagles. Obviously, the Eagles' offensive line is just eons better. But I think this could be, honestly, the second best offensive line in the NFC. I mean, Darisaw, I think he did not play the rest of the year. So, obviously, with him coming back, it's going to be really big for the blind side of J.J. McCarthy. Brian O'Neill's still a dog. If, Ryan Kelly and Fries, they played together on the same offensive line in Indy. There's that definitely chemistry there. And then Donovan Jackson, you're really wrapping him around a really solid offensive line.
Like I said, this is a good team. This is a legitimately good team with weapons. So,
and an athletic quarterback, by the way.
I'm not going.
Let's also not forget Sam Howell, the GOAT. Never forget the Commanders part of that.
I mean, if he has to step in, that's a lot of yards.
Listen, Sam Howell could step in if he absolutely needs to. Let's go to the defense here, where Brian Flores, for the third year, I believe, guiding this team last year. They were explosive. They were doing everything right. They bring in the big pieces. Jeff Okudah from Houston, Isaiah Rodgers, who was after his suspension for the gambling policy, returns to Philly, plays a little bit. He goes to the Vikings. Javon Hargraves, only after a year, got released by the Niners. He finds himself in Minnesota, and then Jonathan Allen, who really was talking everything about leaving Washington. He goes to the Vikings. And you have a really good linebacking core there. I think it's one of the most underrated units in the league. They do not get enough love. Andrew Van Ginkel, Ivan Pace Jr., Blake Cashman, Jonathan Grenard. Dogs. That's what they are. They're dogs. I think one of the best units in the league. They do not get enough love, and they need to get your dog starts barking.
I think this is a really good team, to be honest. I actually really like the personnel here. I think this is a really
it's
an improved defense, even
tougher and more exciting looking team than the Packers.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Brian Flores just knows what he's doing, and listen,
I'm gonna keep taking shots at the softest team in the league.
I do think this is a really good team. I actually really do. I kind of discounted them earlier when we were talking about the Bears, saying that the Vikings are going to fall and like the Bears might have a chance to jump the Vikings. I kind of feel like I want to take that back after looking at this.
Flores made this unit one of the best in the league. And that's obviously Stephon Gilmore's not there anymore. He's currently a free agent, so he could honestly bounce back if something were to happen. Not wishing anything would happen to the secondary, but if something were to happen, at least you got a guy who could fill in and be in the secondary.
Jonathan Allen's also very good. Like
Byron Murphy's really good. I think he got an extension. It might have been last year. Might be confusing it with this year, but Harrison Smith, it might be the last year. Harrison Smith too. So it's like, dude's 36. So it's unfortunate.
Allegedly, I've seen good things from Jeff Okudah in camp.
Yeah, I always see his name and I'm like, sick. But we've historically seen otherwise, I guess. But I don't know.
Mekhi Blackman, another year off the ACL injury that he suffered his rookie year. So he could be back to form and be that potential, I don't know, guy that could fill in, maybe even start a couple games for you down the line.
This is a tough defense. I think
this team's gross.
Yeah, this team's actually much better.
This is like a carbon copy, maybe clearly a B version of it, of the Philadelphia Eagles. You look at the Eagles, they're built up front on both sides of the ball, and so is Minnesota. I love Jonathan Allen. Yeah. Love that move for the Vikings. Hargrave, if he can stay healthy, is very, very good. That's why he got his damn big bag when he left Pittsburgh, because he was – that's where he started off. It sucked losing him. It was between him and Bud Dupree. Steelers paid Bud Dupree and let Hargrave walk. And he had I forgot San Fran didn't win Super Bowl. Went to the Super Bowl with San Fran, leading up front with that defense. I think this is a very, really, really disgusting front for Minnesota. And if McCarthy plays good football and they have a good run game, if Aaron Jones continues of what he did last season, I think the sky's the limit for this team, honestly. It all comes down to see what McCarthy can do. I love what Minnesota's doing.
Before we get to the schedule, I just think it's funny that we went through the Packers and we said man, this is so not exciting. And here we are with the Vikings, this is sick. The sky's the limit. I'm psyched.
But it's not just a bunch of. It's not like, oh hey, it's like no one that's popping out. Listen, Danielle Hunter left last year, and then it's like, okay, yeah, they bring in Van Ginkel, they bring in Grenard, and those guys that Houston's paying Danielle Hunter for, they're performing really good. Blake Cashman, yeah, it wasn't perfect with the Jets. He had an okay 1 year with the Texans, and then last year, he was performing with the Vikings. This is a really good unit, and then Ivan Pace, an undrafted free agent, This is one of my favorite linebacking cores in the league. It really is.
I think there's a lot of fresh on this team. There's a lot of kind of a newer feel of this team. This is not a team that we've been seeing necessarily.
This isn't a pushover team. This team can do everything that can be set on them.
It's exciting to see what they will do. And with that, let's look at the schedule.
Where they go week 1, Monday Night Football against the Minnesota Vikings. Sorry that this was blurry. I don't even know what the hell happened here. But yeah, I don't know what the theme is with the NFC North. Early buys. Week number 6 is the bye for the Vikings. But hey, Michael Penix Jr., he comes back. Maybe Kirk Cousins is playing. Who knows? But hey, a Kirk revenge game, Michael Penix game. Who knows who's starting there? And then, listen, the LSU game. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase comes to town to face Justin Jefferson. The Ireland game for week 4 against the Steelers, and then a London game week 5 against the Cleveland Browns. It makes sense for the early bye. And then that Eagles game. Listen, it might not look good now, but I think that could be one of those games that they could flex really early on, make it a 4:25 start, maybe a Sunday Night Football game. That's going to be fun. And then returning to LA, but this time you play the Chargers. I don't know. I think this team could do 11 wins. Obviously, 14 wins I think is way out of proportion, but I think 11 wins can be, a really good centerpiece for this team.
10 winning that Green Bay game at the end.
Yeah, I'm with 10. I was kind of loosely doing it, not too defined with the teams because there's a lot of, especially in division with Detroit, with Green Bay, either of any of those games could be toss-ups. But yeah, I kind of float them around 10. Maybe if that Green Bay game has to be such a competitive game,
that might be who gets in the playoffs, depending on who wins the division.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that this division really could kind of shape up like it was last year, where if the Vikings win Week 18, we see the same order, and maybe even Green Bay makes the 7th into the playoffs again for that reason. And I mean, this really could be the second team in the division. All right, I mean, like, we got to bury the Bears a little bit in this division. It's kind of rough, but
Oh, the only team that has no shot.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I mean, Seahawks, you're going to play Sam Darnold.
Not scared.
I mean, listen, the Vikings went up there last year. Sam Darnold won that game for them. So it's like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I think the only game I'd be concerned about is like a mid-December game against the Cowboys. But other than that, I don't know. I still think 11 wins is good. What does the chart say, Dom?
They're tied with like whatever the Bears were.
They only have them slightly ahead of the Bears, and I think that's just because of McCarthy. To be honest,
I think McCarthy could be really good if Darnold was fantastic last year. 37 touchdowns he threw. Like, he should have won MVP.
Listen,
Fuck Josh Allen.
I make fun of McCarthy because of Michigan, and I just it's just easy because of the amount of handoffs he had. But the dude wins games.
Yeah,
he wins games. It's a little bit of to bring it back to the Diet Eagles comment that Colton made. It's a little bit of Jalen Hurts. Like, he just wins games.
They have them at 8.5 wins, 40% at playoffs. I really honestly have a hard time saying that they're not going to be better than that. Like, I really think they're going to be better than that. I think this is a double-digit win team, which is pretty great.
And they're well coached, like O'Connell and Flores.
Yeah,
Josh McCown, offensive coordinator. Like,
we do have to watch out because these are one of those teams every year, unfortunately, where we are super optimistic on this show and we fall flat on our face and it all goes downhill.
Oh, that's when the Packers fans join this video and say, you guys are a bunch of clowns.
I said this team was going to suck balls last season, so this is a team I completely.
I said this team was going to be good. Did I pick them to make the playoffs? No. Well, I fell for the damn Bear scheme again. The Bear scam, because it's BS. That's what it is. Bear scam, BS. Remember that.
When the Packers fans all come back, just remember that it's a franchise that's scared of a 1-yard play.
What makes this season successful for the
what you got in JJ McCarthy, man. Listen, if Darnold threw 37 touchdowns as a career renaissance, he's a year into the system. He's been sitting through these meetings. He's been around this team. Listen, they showed him on the sideline all last year. Like, he was with them. He's going to know so much about this team. He knows so much about these players. So let's see what you can do. Obviously, playing versus learning is two different things. What can you do to get the rust off you? And you haven't really played a real game since playing the Pac-12 Washington Huskies in the national championship game in early 2024. He's playing preseason week 1 too. I think they said they're putting him out there to test the waters, figure it all out.
I like it.
Obviously, is like JJ going to be out there? Like Justin Jefferson? I can't even call him JJ anymore because now there's two. Going to be confusing both of them.
Yeah, I think it's really just, stay kind of on pace on this team. You got double-digit wins last year. 14-3 is a lot to ask for. You can't ask for that. But, man, if you're second in the division this year, that's fantastic. I call that success.